What up, though? And welcome back to Rio's Reactions. And today is March 28th, 2020. We on coronavirus lockdown, yo. Shit is fucked up. So I'm just chilling in the lab, getting blowed, going through YouTube and shit, and the old fucking N1 mixtape pop up. Man. I was a hooping nigga back in the day. And when this shit hit the scene, it was like crazy, yo. It was like as in the basketball community, this hit the scene like Wu-Tang did. And one was it, yo. Them niggas was hood superstars, nigga. And this nigga right here, this was the Jay-Z of that of that N1 mixtape scene, yo. This is the boy Skip to My Lou, aka Rayford Austin, out of Queens. This is a bad motherfucker right here, yo. Like, now it was always Streetball legends going through New York, going back like to Pee Wee Kirkland, Joe Hammock. Pee Wee created the crossover in the 60s. Pee Wee was scoring 100 points in penitentiary games. Pee Wee went to fucking Norfolk State or some shit like that and was giving them niggas the works. And then while he had like 3 bitches on campus, was wearing diamonds to class, and had like a trunk full of money. I think a nigga was rolling like 600,000 in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? So the Streetball legend game go back. Albert King, younger brother of Bernard King, supposed to have been way better than Bernard. It was a book on that nigga called Soul in a Hole I read in college. That nigga was out there at 15 giving NBA niggas the business. So Streetball in New York City, that's why New York's the Mecca. Because that's where Streetball began. And Skip was my era, I guess you would say. The 90s Streetball legend in New York City. Which basically made that nigga as big as any drug dealer and as big as any artist. Like, them niggas is literally celebrities when you go to New York. I've been to Rucker Park. I've been to the games. I went to a game in 2003-ish where Skip was in the NBA. That nigga came back. It was 5,000 niggas outside the park. Luckily, I got there mad early on some tourist shit. I ain't know what time the game started. I just knew it was a Saturday. I was like, I fuck that nigga. I'm going. So I had been there, watched like 3 games. This nigga come in. You would have thought Jay was coming in this bitch. The bitches nigga. That nigga had mad groupie show. That nigga had groupies like he was Chris Brown or something, son. I ain't bullshitting. This nigga walked in all casually and shit. This nigga ain't even shoot the ball, nigga. Skip was like 6 for 6 with like fucking 30 assists, nigga. He was like, for my hooping niggas, he ain't score a lot, but he did what the fuck he wanted to do. And you know what the fuck I'm talking about. I think he was playing with A Butter. Another nasty nigga. I think A Butter went to like Providence or Seton Hall, one of them Big East schools. But so it go back. But during this time right here in the 90s, it was all about 2 motherfuckers. Skip. I ain't gonna say the other one. I ain't gonna do the spoiler alert. But this is just the introduction to this special edition of Rio's Reactions. New York City basketball. Like I said before many times, I am fucking a wannabe New Yorker like a motherfucker, B. From the music to the street scene to the hoop scene. I was born in the wrong place. But being from the D ain't all that bad. I grew up in a cracker. I done seen some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, man. Shout out, salute to the boy Skip, NYC Streetball legend, boy. He was literally royalty up in this motherfucker. Let's play this shit out.
He's the one, the originator, often imitated, but never duplicated. He got a tricky to perform.
That's Supreme Team Bimmy right there, if y'all niggas don't know.
Go in front of him and start skipping. That's how you guys name Skip to My Lou. Some guys up at Rucker, Tango and Cash. You know, they name everybody.
He did a move along the baseline, and he skipped. And I jumped out my seat. I said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, his new name is Skip to My Lou.
Rucker Park became alive. Skip to My Lou. Skip to My Lou. They all up on the top. Looking. They on the fences. Looking. Wanna be Skip. Wanna be like Skip.
crossover move, like an in and out move, he would do in and out crossover. If you showed him a bowling alley move, you know, back and forth, he just kept on taking it to the next level. Right. And he was.
Hey, I don't know this nigga name, and he whack as fuck for calling that a bowling alley move. I'm sure the niggas he was coaching didn't call it that, but this nigga coached a lot of motherfucking hoopers out of New York, yo. He was like the go-to nigga as far as like it wasn't even AAU back then. Just as far as basketball period in Queens, I forget this nigga's name. The players be shouting him out all the time. They love this nigga.
It's ridiculous. You know, if you showed him a wave, he would do two waves. If you showed him a bounce and a smack, he would do a bounce, fake smack, come back. He just kept on adding and adding. He's a legend.
From my understanding, Skip was like 15 in that one right there. What color was them Jordans though? Like what Jordans was though? We probably could figure that shit out. But I'm told he started in Rucker Park when he was like 14, 15, playing in like the adults.
Out there, you know, it's legend New York in the playgrounds. Everybody knows Skip.
Look, the better energy at the playground. It's better energy, better atmosphere. You know, just being out there with all the people just makes you want to, you know, do certain things out there on the floor.
Rafa got the ball, and the guy guarding him tried to steal the ball. And Rafa started doing the Michael Jackson moonwalk, dribbling the ball, and the guy couldn't take it from him. And I was like, oh my God.
This is a classic example of white people having no fucking flavor, yo. Look at the way he described the nigga hooping, and look at the way like niggas like Bimmy and the nigga Tango, the announcer nigga, was describing the way Rafa played. Just Skip played. Just listen to the. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, one year we had a game up at Rucker with Kareem Reeves and Charles Jones and all them. Kareem Reeves scored on him.
Kareem Reed played for Arkansas. He was on that national championship team, if I'm not mistaken. He was number 10, point guard. He was number 10 or number 3. Little motherfucker, but he was like a dog.
But then Skip got the ball and took it out. He said, come on, now you guard me. You stood a half court, said, you guard me. And the crowd just stood up. The whole crowd just stood up and rised up. Skip got it, threw his legs, spit on him, left him there, and laid it. The crowd went crazy. If I ran on the court, it was bananas.
I got a question. Up at school, we got a little rumor going around.
He went up with a big dick,
But it's 2 stories being told, so I'm not sure what's going on.
and he rolled it down his arm.
It said
For the record, he said the big dip. Pause.
Kareem Reeves scored on him, but then Skip got the ball and took it out. He said, come on, now you guard me. You stood a half court, said, you guard me. And the crowd just stood up. The whole crowd just stood up and rised up. Skip got it, threw his legs, spit on him, left him there, and laid it. And the crowd went crazy. If I ran on the court, it was bananas.
I got a question. Up at school, we got a little rumor going around.
He went up with a big dick,
But it's 2 stories being told, so I'm not sure what's going on.
and he rolled it down his arm.
It said you taking the ball up, taking somebody, had the ball right here, rolled it down behind your back. One story says you threw up alley-oop.
Threw the alley-oop with the other arm. You know what I'm saying?
Other story says you laid it up. Matter of fact, another story says you dunked it. You passed it? You threw it behind your back? Alright.
Then he kissed at the crowd. Then he did a little break dance move, you know, which he said a rap. It down his arm.
It said you taking the ball up, taking somebody, had the ball right here, rolled it down behind your back. One story says you threw up alley-oop.
Threw the alley-oop with the other arm. You know what I'm saying?
Other story says you laid it up. Matter of fact, another story says you dunked it. You passed it? You threw it behind your back? Alright.
Then he kissed at the crowd. Then he did a little break dance move, you know, which he said a rap.
I tell you this, you know, he's a legend in the weirdest sense. Rafa started at 12, became a legend when he was 17, 18, 19, 20. When he became a super legend, he was only 21, 22, ready to start his real career.
Right.
That's why he's like probably the most amazing basketball legend in history of the game. I'm just one of the guys that's keeping it going. You know, this was done before I was born. There's a lot of guys that I didn't see do this, play this game on the street that I wish I would. I wish I could have seen that these guys perform out there. I'm just here keeping it alive.
Now that up for the roll it down your back and pass it, that's a lot of motherfucking dexterity, coordination, and hang time, nigga. I need to see that, boo, to verify that one. Take one. Take two. All right, back to it. So that was just a little preview, you know what I'm saying? Introduced the world to the nigga who held the crown at that time, which was Skip to my Lou, aka Rayford Austin. Later on went to play for Fresno State, became a first round pick, I think by Houston. Played on a couple different teams, eventually became a starter and was a solid fucking starter. And then he retired, like 5 years, like probably he signed a free agent deal, made some good money, and then after that deal was over, he retired. Like they didn't like blackball a nigga, like he ain't getting in trouble. He wasn't like he was out there looking shitty. I think he may have had some health problems, you know what I'm saying? Like some physical problems. You know what I'm saying? May have been hurt that we didn't know about. Too much for him to perform, and he just went out. You know what I'm saying? Just bowed out gracefully. So this one right here, this is like the main fucking event, yo. Dun, 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So back in the day, early 90s, early to mid 90s, probably not even to the mid 90s, well, let's say early to mid 90s, there was one rivalry going on in New York City. And in my opinion, like I said, I'm not from New York. I ain't that old to know about the legends like Pee Wee and them niggas. But from everything I've read, seen, etc., the biggest rivalry in the history of New York City street basketball is Skip to my Lou and my favorite motherfucker, Alimoe, aka the Black Widow. The nigga's name was Al. I don't know his last name. He was a dark-skinned, skinny, black-ass nigga. I mean, like, dark-skinned ain't even the right word. But this motherfucker was nice. He was about 6'7", probably about 210, if that. And this motherfucker was nice, yo. And one thing about Alimoe that I can't figure out, it's like a fucking perplexing mystery to me, is he wasn't athletic. Like, he didn't look very fast, and he didn't have, like, a lot of hops. I mean, he dunked on niggas, but he was like 6'8", 6'7", legit. You know what I'm saying? So he dunked on niggas, but, like, you know, he wasn't leaping like that. And he wasn't a blazer, you know, but the nigga handles, in my opinion, Al got the sickest handles ever, dog. I mean, there's another video with him, like, doing, like, this one-on-one shit. Like, I ain't one-on-one. Might be, he, like, doing drills and shit. The nigga handles is so motherfucking crispy, son. And, like, those drills he was doing in that video, like, you see him doing in the highlight tapes and shit like that. Just giving it to niggas. But, so, let's jump in this shit, dog. We got Alimoe representing Harlem. And then we got Skip representing Queens. And they gonna tell some funny-ass stories about how niggas in New York treat niggas from their hood in New York, man. This shit is hilarious. But, all right, man, let's go. And one mixtape legends, New York City Streetball legends. I guess this is part 2, since we intro Skip earlier. Alimoe versus Skip. Boom. Damn, where's my play button, yo?
Get a DJ something to...
Oh, one thing I want to say about N1, yo. Like I was saying in the beginning, N1 revolutionized basketball. You know, it hit the basketball community the way Wu-Tang did, like I said earlier in this video. And the dopest shit about it, it was 100% authentic New York in the beginning, before they started recruiting niggas like Hot Sauce and niggas like that. But in the beginning, so like I was saying, the music, yo, the music is banging. Go to any N1 mixtape 1 through probably 4, and you're gonna be hearing some ill-ass shit. I'm gonna say all of them, actually. Because it was always like the underground producers like Premier, Kweli got songs, Common got songs. Like, I mean, it's just dope hip-hop shit was going on. So it was a merge of basketball and hip-hop, which is what it's always been. Because basketball is from the streets, it's urban. And obviously hip-hop is urban, it's from the streets. So, and one merged that shit. Like, when I was growing up, I always wanted to have some hip-hop playing when I was hooping. Never did. Because that just, I don't know, motherfuckers just wasn't into that. I wish I lived in the area where that was common, you know, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So they merged that shit, and it was like the perfect blend of gumbo, yo. So I recommend anybody going back check out all of the N1 mixtapes, and you're gonna see some dope ass hooping. Let's go.
Get him something to scratch. You know what I'm saying? Choco. Jam Master J on the ones and twos. Salam math. Red alert. Molly Mall. Kick a pre. Fuck Master Flex and all. Mr. C. I can't forget. Sway and set. Jazz Joyce. DJ Clue. Coco Chanel.
Now, I don't know who this is rapping. At first, I thought it was like an intro to like a radio show from back in the day, because they used to have MCs come on and spit like whole 16s. But I don't know who this is, but it sounds like RZA to me. It just, to me, it just kind of sounds like RZA. But let's try to figure that shit out as we go.
We're gonna take this back crazy old school off the head one time. Get a DJ something to... Get him something to scratch. You know what I'm saying? Choco. Jam Master J on the ones and twos. Salam math. Red alert. And scratch. You know what I'm saying? Choco.
The Black Widow. That's my man Alimoe right there. That's dope.
Jam Master J on the ones and twos. Salam math. Red alert. Molly Mall. Kick a pre. Fuck Master Flex and all. Mr. C. I can't forget. Sway and set. Jazz Joyce. DJ Clue. Coco Chanel. Jam Master J on the ones and twos. Salam math. Red alert. Molly Mall. Kick a pre. Fuck Master Flex and all.
Alimoe had the ill spin.
To see, I can't forget. Sway and set, Jazz Joyce, DJ Clue, Coco Chanel. I read Jamel, I rock somebody well. Rock somebody well.
My nigga weigh about 180 right there.
On and on, to the break of dawn. Hot with the old, say what the popcorn. Take him to the left while we rock him to the right.
You can always tell what era it is in Skip's career from his hairstyles.
Brooklyn in the house, who wanna fight? Can we bounce? Roll to the skate, you rock. Get to the hop and you don't dare stop. Come alive, party people, give me what you got. Yes, by now you can take a hunch. Fine, I'm the ninth of the bunch. Rockin' old school, like to me. MC's OD on the street that I roll. Can we smoke while I'm drinking? I'm thinking of boning. Should I wanna ride your ass into the morning? You're moaning. Jamel R.I.P, hot G, coming out of East Medina. Niggas in the house, clocking G's. Sipping on drink, Long Island iced teas.
Oh, that was Alimoe coming for the late trap. Too late, nigga.
Real good, you toe to your way to the fellas back up and like let you breathe. Fellas in the house, you know you're live.
Another good thing about these two niggas, they played against each other all the time.
Rockin' they face and carry the best style. And when the steal it, get real. Let's flip a pie and stack your meal.
Look at this nigga shake, yo. And this nigga 6'7", 6'8", man. That's the thing. He dribbled like a nigga like 5'10", 5'9".
In the house, you know you're live. Rockin' they face and carry the best style. And when the steal it, get real. Let's flip a pie and stack your meal.
Give me that. Alimoe was like a Swiss Army knife. He beat that nigga shit right there.